All right. Hello, hello, hello. We're back. It's Saturday night. Excuse me. Back for another stream. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Excited to be back as usual, starting something new tonight. Figured I'd break out something different. Haven't been a lot of high grades lately, so pulling a master grade out of the backlog. I'm going to jump in the chat and say hello before I crack this open. Before I do that, though, a couple quick things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, do please hit the like button. Helps more people see the stream, which is always a good thing. Number two, we do have 2 sales going on this weekend. I'm moving 30 for 30% off select items. New stuff in there since last week. Definitely worth checking out. Some good deals in there. Some good stuff, too. And then typo in the overlay here. Let me fix that real quick. 30 min 15. There we go. For 15% off in stock 30-minute missions and 30-minute sisters. So take advantage of that if you're into any of those kits. We had a big display restock yesterday as well. Some of that stuff's already out of stock, but worth taking a look if you are needing any tools. And I think that's basically it, right? So jump in the chat, say hello. Oh yeah, we're giving away an HG Immortal Justice tonight, so stay tuned for that. Jump to the chat, say hello, and then I'll crack this bad boy open and get started on this one. All right. Angel, what's up? Dylan Dull, Wolfpack, The Spider Monkey, Studio AU, Connor Fears, Go Zero, Lord Kronos, what's up? FTL Drive, Maverick Entity, Baka ZCO, Realtime 88, Lego Yoda, Rob Rosencrans, Atomic Etrigan, what's up? Mark D, John Ventura, what's going on? Nike, what's up? Tim. Rob Sadler, got an email on Friday morning about display restock and a parallel scriber coming Monday. Excited to try it out. Nice. What's up, Butter Knuckles? Nike, you found your potential new place for Mecha Warehouse? I've got a few potential places. The bigger thing is getting out of the current lease. So not sure how long that will take. Hopefully quick though, but it could take several months or longer. Pseudo Stooge was up. HG F91. Love the F91, but my fingers are too dumb and fat for the small part. What's up, Thomas Dietrich, Death, Coco, Rockers Los Angeles, Donald Clark. What's up, guys? All right, I'm gonna get opening this one up. Master Merrick, what's going on? Heathcliff, Gojira. How are all of you this evening? Get this out of the way. All right. So let's dump that over there for now. I'm kind of excited about this one because the Dragon Fey things are so much cooler on the Ultron than the regular Master Grade Shenmue. Dragon Fey. There's 2 of them. There's going to be some cool action pose possibilities with those things, I think. Tom City going at work, but at home, I'm currently working on RG build straight full package. I'm pretty good. Hope you are as well. Got another P-Band delivered to add to my recall backlog. Excited to see how the Ultron builds up. Wanting to get one of those. I'm sure we're here right now, Nick. So to kind of start things off conversationally, has anyone ever taken something out of their backlog and felt like they have to rearrange the entire pile of their backlog because of that hole in the backlog? That's how I felt not too long ago when I grabbed this. I think I'm going to rearrange some things to fill that gap now. Okay, XB and XA are what I need first for runners. Sure, all the time. The Ultron is all sitting in my backlog. Can't wait to build it one day. Every time I look at the closet. Nope, just hope nothing falls over. When you add something, when organized better, I've definitely had that feeling too. I feel like all the Witch from Mercury kits have been stacked in such a way that taking the next one hasn't been a big deal. But with this one's definitely a little different. Let's say XP. Let's get this box out of the way. Ready to pick up a desk for this one. Need a backlog kit first to get that feeling. Unfortunately, you don't have one. We'll hit up that 30% off sale. You can make your backlog 30% larger. The only weird thing I do is to make it less obvious to my wife that I bought more. But you know, I did let a roach one time. Just got one of the boxes. Eesh. Well. Okay. Sometimes I my backlog change how it ranges. Sometimes by series, sometimes by grade. A few weeks back, a couple of Japanese room diorama sets y'all were clearancing out. The grade was a bit small. Get them to my buddy. Looks G.I. Joe's perked for his 3.75 Joe's. Cool. I should have thought this out ahead of time here. XA and XB were all my understand stuff. What am I not likely to need? Probably no V in this kit. You guys gonna add more items to the moving sale? Yes, we are. I'm trying to add things gradually, a couple times a week. One, because it takes a little bit of research to figure out which things to add when, and also so it keeps things kind of refreshing. We have stuff coming out of it because they sell out, for example, and then we add some new stuff. Keep it kind of rotating. I think when I'm trying to order some stuff, when I click on PayPal at checkout, it just stays loading. I'm not able to place my order. I'm not sure what that is, what that means really. If it's still doing that by the end of the stream, feel free to email support@mechawarehouse.com, and I'll be happy to try to take a look. But I'm basically going to contact Shopify support and see if they know what's going on, because I likely don't know what's going on there. I feel like I'm missing some letters here. It's all good. Okay. I got multiple XBs, so that's going to be fun too. Okay. Look, I rearrange my backlog pile every week. I've been telling myself I'll build my RG Wing Gundam next weekend for the last month, but I keep buying more kits and wearing it all over again. So the process of renovating so most of my backlogs in storage shed. Stopping to say happy Saturday, everyone. Picked up my back, helping unload some new appliances, so I heading to bed early tonight. Ouch. Hope your back feels better. Back stuff's no fun. Mecha Monkey knows what's up. Gotta get to see what camouflage status. Little parts scratch if I leave them in piles of building. A small desk and doing my first MG lot of runners. It shouldn't really cause a problem if they're not painted. You start adding a bunch of MGs to the moving sale, my wallet's in trouble. There are a bunch of MGs there already if you haven't looked yet. Currently considering the RGUC series of kits, but I know for sure I want to get the MGSD Wing Zero Custom EW later. Definitely looking for that one myself. doing integrated SD, which I do next. HG is always good. HGs are good. Most HGs are pretty easy. I'm gonna look at case bandit. That's something later. There's always something else, right? Okay, it's probably not a Y runner, so. Definitely like missing some of these, I think. I'm gonna scour this desk after the stream. See if I can figure out where the rest of these runner stands are. Like, I know they're missing only because there's letters that seem to be missing. I guess Y will stand in for the other XB. Hey everyone, what's up, Rodrigo? I want to try out an MGSD kit, just can't decide which one I want to build. Sean had his Barbatos in the warehouse when I was there yesterday. It was looking pretty cool. So I don't want to collect all striking impulse variants in MG, so that's not going to be cheap even with the sale. Yeah, I bet. See the RG 2.0, so people on YouTube have them now. They must be getting them from Japanese sources, direct, XB. Okay, so let's start with XA22. Should all be pretty familiar. Could probably build this one without the instructions, honestly. Maybe. It's been a little while, but built enough of these wing frame kits. 1, 2. It's a blasphemy build. Use my chrome gun to mark. Rex looks pretty good. It's a bummer they made half the endless walls custom PB. Yeah, I agree. I feel like some of them would be more popular than the non-EW. I mean, they're still kind of EW master grades, I guess, but I think they would do as well or better than the supposedly non-endless waltz variants. For MG Tallgeese, I could build blindfold. I'd say you could do it with this too, probably. I literally built the high grade Maganac blindfolded after I did the 40 unit set, so materials to build a DIY spray booth. I'm pretty excited. Currently sorting 2 HG kits whose parts fell out of their sorting trays a day ago. Model kits turned into puzzles. Yeah, it's always fun. Like P Bandai Wing EW kit I have is the MG Tallgeese 2. That's a cool one. Tallgeese 3 was fun. Heavy Arms obviously is fun. Got this. I got the Sandrock 2 that I want to do at some point. But I was like, you know what? I'm starting something new at the beginning of the stream. Build a lot of these witch high grades lately. Maybe it's time to do a master grade. Switch things up a little bit. Says that glory to the losers would be P Bandai, but Endless Waltz is popular enough for everyone to release. I think so too. I think it's a cash grab so they can get the full margin all. Except Mario. That, and they're probably not as popular in Japan as they are here, but still. Just think about it. I wonder when Nick, or if you'll do an MG soon. Use a palette cleanser when it comes to both food and model kits. Oh, we talk about wing kits. Yep. Okay, what is this song? Get Off My Hoverboard is the title of the song. Swalt says huge success outside of Japan. Can't wait to go back to work. Gonna buy a few sets. I don't know which ones yet. I'll be looking forward to it. Nice. Mecha Warehouse. Nick, do you plan on continuing to sell wave kits? There's a new Valkyrie kit that looks pretty good. Kind of. I mean, a lot of anything that's not Bandai. I mean, and even Bandai too. We're being a lot more choosy about what we're ordering for stuff. So we're not explicitly trying not to order wave, but it really depends on the interest level for it. The other factor too in the short term is the distributor that we get wave from, as well as a lot of other stuff. Good Smile, to name probably the most popular line that they carry for us. They're going through some operational changes right now, so they're basically not taking pre-orders for stuff while they're going through those changes, and so as a result neither are we for those particular lines and items. We have an alternative presented to us, but trying to onboard a new distributor right now is not something that I'm looking forward to, so we're just going to avoid that. So hopefully they'll turn around quick. Got the AWE Striker from the D&D clearance set box of the Not Shape It Is. I'm trying to be really selective with what we bring in, because certain things, especially most of the Gundam stuff does okay, but the more obscure something is, the riskier it is to have too many of them. You know, I've said kind of before, something like a Sazabi, people are always looking for, right? They know what it is. They're looking for a model kit of it, even if they don't know what kit it is. So they search for it, they find it, they're happy. Some of these more obscure kits, people are less likely to even think to look for a kit for it, and they'd be more apt to buy it if they stumbled on it, if they knew what the source material was. But because they're not wandering around a brick and mortar store, they're online, it's just harder to find those things. So trying to be much more careful about things that fit into that category. When we do order them, we want them to sell out relatively quickly, because if they last too much longer than the restock, then we might have them for a long, long time. Soon we restock the RGUC kits when we see them. We're restocking Bandai pretty regularly. We got some more coming and restocking next Friday. Couldn't tell you off the top of my head which ones they are, but I'm trying to restock as that stuff shows up and is available. Nikai J, good timing. Love these streams while I'm at work. Well, I'm working on a kit. Well, welcome Nikai J. That's in essence kind of the method of the madness behind the moving sale too. Is a lot, not all of it. Some of it's stuff we just have too many of compared to our sales history. Some are items that that just stop moving once people forgot they existed. And that's not the kind of stuff that we want to bring with us when we do finally get the move figured out here. What's up, Urfig? Just had to scroll through Mecha Warehouse entire inventory on multiple occasions. Every time I end up buying something I wouldn't have found otherwise. Yeah, but you're probably in the minority, Matthew. I think that's a cool way to kind of browse, but a lot of people I think are buying based on they know they want something. Machine Krieger's up in the restock. Machine Krieger can do pretty well, so we definitely will look on a case-by-case basis when we see them available and make decisions to stock or not stock on particular items. Some of that stuff will get better too, I think, when the catalog is back to a normal, what our new normal size will be, because the things that are there will be less buried with all the other items. I want to say we've got like 1,500 items in stock right now. Different products. It's a lot. If all the kits I want happen to be on the moving sale and I order them, is there a certain amount that gets free shipping? We don't have a free shipping tier currently. We've looked at it a few times. It may happen eventually, but we don't. But if you're continental US and you go with the quote-unquote standard shipping option, which lets us choose the best for us in terms of cost, that's caps out at $9.99. So minimum you have to order per kit when you order. Depends on the item and the manufacturer. Some places we have to order them in full cases. Kotobukiya, for example, anything we get directly from Kotobukiya, they will only sell us cases of things. We have some other options that will let us buy individual units of those things. But then we're also looking at items and deciding whether the quantity that we think we should order is enough. If you order, let's say you order 3 of something and the margin on those things is only like $5 each, it doesn't make sense because you got to check them in, you got to build product listings, you got to do all the other logistics that go with the ordering and tracking and all that kind of stuff. And if we can't amortize that over enough units, then it's kind of a waste of our time and money. So for a lot of really high-priced items, would be more up to buy small quantities of, but if something's like a $5 item, I'm not going to buy 3 of it because it just doesn't make sense. So the shipping as a wash because no sales tax, that's a bonus. Where'd that one go? It disappeared just as fast as I could read it. Okay. So that's that part of that. So X, I need G. G and I. F, G and I. start with the obscure items. We're trying to get at least 1 or 2 accessories in our order we do. For now, Kabuki accessories mostly, since we like to both custom and try new stuff in kits. Cool. How many kits come in a case of a typical size HG, MG, etc.? A lot of MGs are 12. Bigger MGs are less pretty frequently. High grades can range from like 12 on something, or even less if it's a really big high grade, like a Nightingale. I think might only be like 4 to 36 or 48 on certain high grades. PGs are often like 2 or 4. So it really depends on the kit. I think so many non-Bandai seem to cost more for some on plastic. It's definitely true, but that's because they're not doing the same volume. It makes sense when you think about it. They gotta amortize their costs over less units. Makes sense, Bandai's used inventory unless the items is more than the gross profit said item. Right, exactly. So we're getting smarter about that stuff. There was a period where we were just really aggressive, trying to grow as fast as we can, and we're just less, I'd say, optimistic about that growth right now. So we're trying to just tighten everything up because it seems like times are tough for the gunplay industry, at least. Just received my Voltron, love it, nice. Speaking of niche kits, any update on POs for Xenogear is well tall? Not sure. She got Wings Zero Caught. She wanted to paint like a magical Crown-themed color palette. We saw Magica custom on Pinterest. Now she wants to try something similar. Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. This one's P Bandai, so there's going to be some like extra runners here. Also trusting the Motoroid you guys have. Saw the Motoroid had the Villicus from Crossing Show. Mecha I always ever wanted since the show. Does a case of MG contain different amount between the wider flat box like the MG seed kits and the block shaped box the MG wing kits come in? Depends on the kit. Like the new Wing Zero Verka, I think is a case of, I want to say 6 or 8. But like the MG Death Scythe, which is the bigger, flatter box, is definitely 12. So it can totally range based on the kit, when the kit was printed, and I've seen cases change over time too. Sazabi Verka is a good example. When I first got into selling this stuff, there were cases of 8, which was a nightmare, especially when we were running in the attic, and I had to carry a case of 8 of those suckers up 3 flights of stairs. And now they're cases of 4, which is a lot more manageable. So I that stuff changes. I almost wonder if they changed because they saw videos of me lugging that stuff up all those stairs, you know. I know USP Bandai, or US Bandai, ENTCA or whatever, and Bluefin were watching what I was doing quite closely in those days, so. Okay, F10, I315. Oh, cool. So this pilot figure is definitely Endless Waltz figure. The Buckhead Robot Spirits. Anything figures we are running away from as fast as we can. There's fireworks tonight. As fast as we can. Figures do not do well for us. That's why most, if not all of our figures are probably in that moving sale. If they're not, they probably will be. They just don't. Our audience is more focused on kits. What are you building? That looks like a white beam saber. I haven't seen any of those. The old 00 kits from 2007. This is the MG Ultron. Could live in the case I pick. Yeah, they're pretty big. Big MP Bandai. Just got noticed my MG EW Hybrids Customs are going to ship out soon. Nice. Imagine if the Dead Robin came on one case. Yeah, those are 1 per case. Know why you don't. Remember the discussion, but I still wish you guys could carry P Bandai. Yeah, I mean, if we did, it would be expensive and really risky for us, honestly. Like, I do it kind of altruistically in a sense, because I don't want to take kits out of people's hands to sell them at a higher cost, higher price or whatever. But the risk of a P Bandai suddenly coming back around and hoping to get my margin by essentially overcharging for it doesn't seem like a smart thing. I mean, figures do well for most shops. Yeah, they definitely don't go into always priced. The upper $100. Yeah, I figured some of them would do well, but none of them have gone anywhere near as well as I thought they would. So we don't want to mess with any of that stuff. It's just not worth it. Word of caution for anyone getting the EX model, 23 Salamis and Magellan. Those points fence cuts are tiny. That's all. Do I hear fireworks in the background? You do. Okay. XA21. And then G. G7, G6. They sell good because Bandai's constantly putting more Gundam figures out. I don't doubt they sell well, but they probably sell well for certain people or certain types of audiences. We advertise primarily to people that like model kits, and people that like figures and people that like model kits are not necessarily the same people. There is some overlap, but I bet you if you polled everybody, maybe that would be a good question for the first draw for the giveaway. But I would venture to guess that most of us don't mess with figures at all, and instead just build kits, especially kits of the mecha themselves, because why pay a huge premium for something that's already built and isn't as detailed if you can just build one yourself. Why is this not going in right? Wave has released new Votoms kits. We have them available. Maybe. If they just got announced very recently, there's a chance we might miss out on them. I mentioned earlier in the stream that our distributor that we get that stuff from is doing some logistical stuff. They're changing some operational things about how they're running their business. And as a result, temporarily, they're not taking pre-orders, and trying to pick up a new vendor temporarily is more work than we're able to do right now. Built, not bought. Can't just drop a lot of money on a figure. You buy it and put it on your shelf, and that tends to be it. Making you combine orders, trying to buy a moving sale and use my birthday coupon on some supplies. Sure. I can do that. If it's a lot of stuff, I'd place whichever. If it's just a few moving sale items versus a lot of regular stuff, I'd say place that order and just shoot me a note with the other stuff, and I can invoice you for the difference. It's a little bit less work for me, but if it's, I can do it either way. Yeah, as cool as all metal Gundam figures can get, I want to build them, get all the kids' school stuff done this week. They both start kindergarten next week. Time sure flies. You have twins? If I had a choice, I'd rather build them myself. That way I can make it just the way I like them. So he builds Musume kits. They're far better than any statue. Can be reposed. It's more satisfying to put them together. Still help them. Most figures mecha that are side out are usually sold on P Bandai or Bandai only shops to begin with. Yeah, I mean that could be because stores don't want to hold on to them as much. Okay, so speaking of which, let's figure out our first draw for the night. We're giving away an HG Immortal Justice. And let me figure out what the number range is. Okay, so our first draw of the night. Let's do a number from 10 to 900 and answer the question, do you buy figures? Whether they be Gundam or other kind of like anime figures or anything like that. 10 to 900, do you buy figures? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and the answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. 10 to 900, do you buy figures? Draw it a little bit. Might as well be. No, they're 16 months apart. Wow, and they both are starting kindergarten together? They like just fall right on the right cutoffs on either end to fall into the same year. That's kind of crazy. PC3. Where's my PC letters? No, not usually. Yeah. So there's a few yeses. Lots of just model kits. That's why there's people out there that buy them, but our main audience isn't as interested. But figures also kind of fit into the category of things that do better when you can see them in person. You stumble upon them, maybe. PC3. By scale figure some video game PC and polystone. Oh, my old spec dude is ASD. How do you get some more place? Gotcha. I don't have any context on any of that kind of stuff. My kids are like so far apart. Thanks for the sub, Toronto Satan. They're all like, it's like 5 years and then 5 years. So the thought of them like even being in the same school at the same time, like I don't know if we'll even have overlap in like high school. Kindergarten in our town is in a different physical building, different actual school than 1st through 5th, I think. So one starting kindergarten, one starting 5th. It's like they're not going to be in the same school at the same time. Okay, so should we get a model kit instead of figure? Fires apart. That's me and my brother. We're also finding that it's challenging for family movie night. We did family movie night tonight. We're watching X-Men movies. Next one up was supposed to be the Wolverine, and I think that's a little bit too violent for the 5-year-old. So we went a different direction tonight, but it's tough because we're never going to have a case where everybody can kind of watch the same movie unless we're watching like kid movies. At least not until the youngest is older. Well, we'll get me like figures went up, I don't buy them. Okay. So that PC2. You see Deadpool Wolverine is the highest grossing RE movie of all time. I kind of thought that was going to happen. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse is family friendly. Look into that. There's definitely we've been watching a bunch of the Marvel movies and stuff, but from what I remember of the Wolverine, when I looked up the stuff about it, I feel like it's on the the more violent side of things. Kate's been a little bit anxious about how some of the movies are going, so I'm used to doing Fed movie night, but my oldest are 14 born girl, youngest is 3, not much in between there, right? But there's definitely some good stuff, but I feel like we've exhausted a lot of like the good Pixar movies and stuff like that are just, I don't know, it makes it harder. Going back to the drawing board a little bit, trying to find the movies that are good in between, like PG movies that are actually interesting. Yeah, man, it's good for kids. Yeah. Most of the Marvel ones are pretty good, and half of them my youngest, well, not my youngest, but my 5-year-old was sleeping through. Spider-Man was kind of cool. I'm just old school, early 2000s movies and 90s TV show Spider-Man. Okay. F9 and I313. Crucible Age, How to Train Your Dragon has been a big hit lately. Yeah, so like I think we saw that one. And when you do it like every week, you start running out of ideas. We were looking at, I think a bunch of the Star Trek movies were PG. Not sure if the 5-year-old will stay interested, but those might be worth a try. I think the original Superman movies were PG. And we'll come to PACCON 2024 in September. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to try to. Talking to George yesterday, came up to pick up some stuff, and he mentioned checking the venue out, the new venue. There's a museum. It's like in a museum or something. There's some cool stuff there. So I'm debating bringing maybe my oldest with me. Maybe that'll be my answer to the vlog stuff. I'll force him to be my cameraman. Because my kids have graduated Pokemon, I can tolerate that better than Blippi. Man, Blippi's the worst. Blippi just annoys me. I feel like some of those are so childish, and like he just doesn't seem like a good person. I don't know, just kind of weird stuff. Get the American Heritage Museum in Hudson, Mass. We're in the special aircraft hangar. Also Back to the Future. We watched Back to the Future, but that was a good series of movies. The show also gets discount tickets at the Military Vehicle Museum across the lawn. Yeah, like that sounds interesting. There's way worse stuff than Blippi. Yeah, there definitely is. New Blippi's fine. OG Blippi is creeper. maybe that's a difference, and I barely can tell a difference. Treasure Planet. Oh, I should go find that one. I think I've seen that one scroll past before. Can't go wrong with Lego movies. Some of those are good. I need to go find. I remember when the Lego Batman was really good. All the Sonic movies, those were good. Wreck-It Ralph 1 2, I've seen those. Mel Brooks movies were always a hit with me and my brothers when I was growing up. Incredibles 1 and 2, yeah. I feel like we've done all the Pixar movies at least once. Like at some point we might have to just go back through Let's rotate through some of them again. What, Mega Man Will Pharaoh? Seen that one. Hey Orlando, what's up? God, you're late. What's the question and what are we talking about? The question is, for the giveaway, is do you buy figures? Number range is 10 to 900. And we're currently talking about family-friendly movies that don't stink. I forget the name of the one we ended up watching tonight, but it was, I feel like there's a category of movie that the writing is just bad. They're like, I don't know if they're targeted for kids, and they just, I don't know. They're just kind of a letdown. Kids chewing something over and over, and that never happens. If you go long enough in between, I can watch something multiple times, you know. Go through Star Wars, you know, once a year or something. Road El Dorado. I don't think I've seen that one. First Pink Panther movie. We watched the Pink Panther. We watched some of the OG ones, as well as the Steve Martin one. Good stuff right there. Shrek movies. Actually, we probably haven't watched those recently. I don't know if we watched those all as a group or not. Emperor's New Groove is an old-time classic. Never gets old in my family, just like Shrek. It's a good movie. I remember seeing that one in the theater. I think we've seen that one before. Squeaky, squeak, squeaking. All right, I'm gonna call time here. Please have a wife be planned. Don't let the kids experience once you become parents. As a kid with parents, let us watch Spaceballs over and over again on VHS. Wonka movie's pretty good. Wife and kids send the chocolates on all the time. Cars are planned. I think we've watched all the Cars movies. Alright, where am I going here? Random number generator. 10 to 900. 477. OG Godzilla. Oh, those would be good. Princess Bride is always a good choice. Cool Runnings. Remember seeing that one. Doesn't look like we have a winner. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we'll draw again a little bit. Alright. E2, 5, and 9. I don't think I have E out yet. Why is my nose so itchy? Okay. But the Mighty Ducks, we watched all three of those. Five and see the first Jumanji movie we have. It's a good one too. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is the new one's probably not as family friendly? It might not be that bad. I don't remember. Ooh, that's a nice green. Yeah, that's a pretty cool green. I'm worried about it marking up. OG Willy Wonka. Yeah, that might be a good one. Let's see. Loved my Ducks as a kid. Later played hockey. Watched the game after 8 years of playing hockey. Can't stand it now. Well, it's like anything, right? You do the thing for real. Like, I bet you if they made a live action movie about Gunpla, we would all hate it. Because they would get the details totally wrong. Sports sim I don't mind, even though I play it said sports. Well, it's because it's like anime, right? There's like a different thing. I feel like live action's a little bit different. Like you learn martial arts and you see a martial arts movie and you're like, okay, this isn't realistic. I hate it. But you see an anime where it's not realistic and you're like, oh, that's cool. Right, I got no problem with Dragon Ball Z. It's not super realistic. I've never in my life just popped a squat and screamed and burst into flames to power up before a fight. But and that doesn't bother me. But you go watch, like, I don't know, Karate Kid or something, and it just drives me nuts. Confirm I'm a diesel mechanic. Watch movies where something falls in a vehicle in a way it's not possible. Kind of irks me, yeah. What, Nick? Have you never thrown energy blast? Yeah, that's for like the next level. I don't have some sort of time chamber that lets me train years in a day to get ahead. So to get to that level, I just need to train for like 200 years. It's over 9,000. Maybe you should. That nub disappeared pretty well. I was worried that with this darker green plastic they would be very obvious. Nick, you know, you threw your hands up to help Goku build the spirit bomb. Hey Nick, will the moving cell collection change any further? Yep, it will. We're going to continue adding to it probably a couple times a week for a while. What? Japan to give me multiple cute girls building Gunpla at a store that hang out at anime already. Imagine getting 8 to 12 hours of sleep in a time chamber. That's actually the best use of a time chamber. I'd be able to like work out every day and get a full night of sleep. I'd do everything else real time, but I would just spend overnight enough time to get my full full night's rest, and go to the gym or something. What's up, everyone? I'm late to the party over this weekend. It's going good. What's up, Viper6? Welcome. Imagine how unstoppable it'd be getting a full night's sleep every night. Nick would use Time Chamber to train. Nick would get done with his backlog. I mean, maybe. That'd be good too. I haven't done any building stuff off stream in what feels like forever. Been at least a couple months. Got a growing pile of kits that need top coats and such, so I can move on to decals or just call them done. And then there's the actual painting I want to do too. The only person in the world that gets through the morning meetings without caffeine. Full night's sleep was that, right? My daughter's been sleeping horribly lately. I guess last night she did a couple 5-hour stretches or something. But lately she's been sleeping horribly. It's been rough. So you can even finish a full day's work on there. Your deadline's in 3 hours. No problem. Just hop in the time chamber. I wonder how the rest of physics works in a quote-unquote time chamber. Does time progress normally? I guess it kind of does, because you're perceiving time normally, but does it for everything else too? I think 1 hour on the outside is like 1 day on the inside. 5 hours is more than I'll ever get. Like, thankfully my wife takes care of dealing with her in the middle of the night. But, I still get affected by it, I think. Okay, one is this. Two. This time called a little while ago, Donald. We'll be doing the next draw actually in a moment here. When day real time makes while you're in chamber last remembered. You go and return to the same timeline though. Why is this not fitting? I care less about freezing time. I need a skip ahead option. I wouldn't go for that at all. I feel like we got so little time as it is. It's like this one nub's in the wrong spot or something. With a click, it had consequences, yeah. Skipping ahead seems like a nightmare, especially if you can't get the time back. Time chamber is sunny 24/7, 365. We're bringing some good blackout curtains. What's up, Anthony Sermoshi? What is going on with this kit? What is this? This isn't a third-party kit. What's going on? Why can't this piece just fit? There we go, I think. Like it's still capping a little bit. Nick, what's your favorite Gundam from the EWOVA? Definitely Heavy Arms Custom. Prove the time to stop or time to slow down instead of skipping. Would you guys like ability to use the time chamber to be able to see 2 minutes in the future? Is there not blocking it? Maybe that's it. I don't think so. I think it's on now. Maybe 2 minutes in the future, I could win a lot of scratch offs. You're gonna spend a lot of time looking 2 minutes into the future though. All right, so let's figure out the second draw of the night here. I know, with the cash money. It depends on like how much you can slow down time, I think. If you can slow it down a lot, then you could probably get the same benefit. All right, so let's do a number from 10 to 600, and which P Bandai kit do you wish you had? What's the P Bandai kit that you don't have that you wish you could get? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number has to be the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 600. Which P Bandai kit do you wish you had? Okay. Okay, so G5A2. Too many. Good answer. Not sure, don't have any. What was the number again? 10 to 900, or 600. 10 to 600, sorry, is the number range. That's the 300. Sandrock Armadillo. I've got the Armadillo. That one looks really cool. Okay, A2. There's a tank trez, the HG unit. That's pretty cool looking too. I grabbed one of those a while back. I want to kit bash it with the Heavy Arms Custom to build like a over the top, all the things. What was the question? What P-Bandite kit do you wish you had? Got the mechanical clear polypod, or a clear pod ball I've been searching for. Nice. Call time in just a moment or two. I want to finish up these couple parts here. I think we built this one for a few streams. I'm used to high grades lately. Those were taken with 2 or 3 most of the time. Probably a 4 to 6 maybe. We're starting getting an MG for each 2 for EW, so I can add a few cube kits for pre-production. I think the one that I don't have, the Demi Garrison, looks pretty cool. Kinda kicking myself for not grabbing one of those last time I saw it. But I also say that knowing I've got enough kits to build for a long, long time. The arms might add to build time, probably. I mean, those dragon fang things are going to take some time, I think. would be like the Blade Liger. I don't think it would be that long. Blade Liger was something special. How's it going? What's up, Steve-O? Kind of impressed. This green is cleaning up pretty well. Just realized something I've not got another Gundam quite like the Ultron or the Shenlong in a very long time. Gundam has the ability to stretch his arms. Wish the Zaku tank figure that came out with was a kit. That'd be pretty cool. Nick, what do you think of the G-Line Standard Gem? I don't know if I've seen it. Which one's that? What's a G-Line? Am I missing something? It goes from Stardust Memory. PBNI should just be the special coatings and clear kits, or it should be regular releases. Customized grunt suit based on the gym. Gorgeous HG from PBNI released a couple months ago. Super detailed, comes with extra armor. Great color palette too. I don't think I've seen it. Alright, so got that. Okay, time has been called. Time to 600. 375. I don't see a winner. I'll let you guys confirm if that's the case. We will try again in a little bit. Alright, I need two more parts here. It's the A3 and A15. Off by what number? Bummer. So close, yet so far. The movie's for my birthday today, but my birthday was yesterday. That's cool. What'd you see? Welcome to both of you off by one club. Hope you all have a good rest of the night. Gotta go see you later, Mario. Deadpool Wolverine, nice. Hoping to see that soon. Got one of my models over from you on my birthday in the mail. Nice. Oh, that's what I'm sticking there. Got P-Bandit coming each month, starting in July all the way through January. I think, what's your favorite Gundam trope? I'm not sure which other ones I can think of, but probably the whole "it's a Gundam" thing. You know, Gundam Wing, like it's a Gundam. Whatever, they show up and just start wrecking shit. That's pretty common. That's showed up in other timelines as well, I think. I think that qualifies. Man, how's it almost 10 already? It's just flying by. No, over-exaggerating and punching pilots in the face. I mean, is that a trope if it's just something that only he does? I don't feel like it should, but this chest unit's giving me a lot of joy. So for the light show up, just got back from visiting my dad in the hospital. Welcome, Destiny Hero Prime. Hope your dad's doing okay. Atmospheric re-entries are always hype. Came for the intriguing writing and giant robot, stayed for the corrective slapping. Okay, A16, 17, and J14. So J1, that runner. Slap it was a thing out of Xana by so many people. Why do I not have a J? It's fine for the most part. Thanks for asking, by the way. What are you building tonight? Building the HG Blast Impulse Gun. It's the MG Ultron tonight. Okay, 16 and 17. I'd have slapped Camille about 8 times before the end of episode 1. We're building this now. Does that mean that Dendrobium will be for the charity stream? The plan was to do the Dendrobium as a charity stream once I had it, so that will likely be the charity stream build this year. Man, I mean, it's all August is already halfway gone, so that means that's not that far out. It's kind of nuts, really. Start thinking about planning for that one. Is it the same goal this year? I think so, probably. Go walk the dog. Thanks for a fun stream, Nick. Good night, all. See you later, Lego Yoda. Well, actually, we hit the goal, right? So I don't know. Maybe there's the expanding it. There was the idea at one point of doing multiple charity streams in a year, and it's just all the challenge that comes from, like, it's not an easy thing to do. So over time is such a premium. People know how to pull a trigger on the one gun member is waiting for it to kill a gun down. Alright. Got the torso done. Moving on to the head. Yeah, torso brings a pretty ridiculous amount of joy. Splitting up between 2 weeks helps. Yeah, definitely. People during paydays. Yeah, I might think about that or doing something slightly different and how we organize it, because that definitely did help. Okay, H and C1 are the 2 other runners I need here. Pretty epic that we made the goal last year. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. We really gonna do the whole year without any Seed Freedom MG kits being announced? I mean, a lot of MGs don't get announced until well after the series has run. historically. They just seem to need the data or whatever from the high grades or whatever. H1, where is H? Of course, the runner at the bottom of the stack. We have 1 seed RG now to break the Menominee, no MG, Katsuki RG. Yeah, that's like a revisit on something else, isn't it? And you're supposed to be happy. Got 1 MG this year. Now you want more. So I'm going to be rearranging runners off stream at some point here. Okay, so H1, 2. C1, 18. A11. And F13. These like with the movie sales, I push at least the Rising Freedom out, but I know it's just wishful thinking on my part. So I know my backlog will eventually stop growing. They don't make MGs anymore, and that's my preferred scale. No, it is better than the dumb 1.5. I would still like something new. The second MG we got is basically 2.0. Yeah. Alright, so let's figure out our third draw. Let's see. Said you Stein, right? My second MG we got was in version 1.3. Did they not change that much? All right, let's do a number from 10 to 300, and let's answer the question: do you have any final plans for the summer, for the end of the summer, last hurrah before school starts and we enter the fall? 10 to 300, any last minute summer plans? Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 300, any last minute summer plans. I'm actually not going to be on stream next week. I'm taking the week off for some last minute summer plans. I got some stuff planned for the weekend, and I just don't know if I'll be able to make it back in time for the streams, so I'm going to be taking a week off next week. Okay, enjoy your weekend next week. In-laws are visiting all next week, so basically giving them lots of time with their grandkids, swimming, barbecue, the usual summer stuff. That's nice. That can be good on both ends too. You get grandparents, some free babysitting maybe. Spend some quality time, and you can slip out and do something without the kids. Exactly, right? Just chilling, I'm not working, stay home, I guess. Skydive, oh, that's cool. What's the question? Will Brown, the question is, any last minute summer plans before the end of the summer? Last hurrah before back to school in the fall. Go see some movies. Nice. And man, I see. Oh, that's cool. Is that coming up in the next week or two? I don't know if I should even read that comment. Just going to conventions. Conventions and shows are good. I'm looking forward to trying to get to some more stuff in the future. What's going on, Lewis? Lots of work with no free time. I hear you, man. It's been pretty good approximation of where I'm at. Not enough free time. So I feel like I'm okay by PG Strike Freedom. Nice. Then we got a few of those left. When we get down to the last couple, it'll probably come off there. So that might actually come off the sale in the next couple weeks. I don't order paint. Was curious if it actually deliver. All right, C112, C113. It was off this week, so I had to run the shop, and a customer canceled their maintenance contract. It must be kind of rough. If that's something you normally deal with, or only have to deal with it because your manager was off. Which is at a time, but I can never truly enjoy it no matter what I do. Folks are gone for the next week, so I should be enjoying the quiet building gaming when not at work, but I get easily depressed by things. Well, hopefully you can enjoy this time around. You think is the perfect quantity of a PGE to keep in stock? These days a lot lower than it used to be. I only really want to keep a few in stock at a time. Some of them I can just grab more of from a distributor, and like nothing these days moves like it used to a year or two ago. So I really only need a handful so I can get a few more, you know, a few weeks later if need be. I'm gonna finish sanding this piece. And then I want to call time and we'll see if we have a winner. Nick just got off work. Question and number. Coleslaw range is 10 to 300. And the question is, any last minute summer plans? Last hurrah before the end of summer here. Because he was off, but they were off when they were bought their one truck in for scheduled maintenance, and when they would bring it in, we would be given time to fix anything. To feel like slow down sales has helped make things more easy to find for restocks. I mean, that's definitely a pro, I guess. Everything is at a point where I can get things off the shelf, which is good long term, I think, and that I don't need to worry about if it stays that way. Don't have to worry about stocking as deep a stock, because you can just go get more later and use the distributor like your backup stock. But it's certainly painful in other ways. You say is the best PG, Nick. I've only built 2, so I don't know if I can fairly compare them. Based on what I've heard from reviews, the Unleashed is probably the best one, though. Okay, calling time. I mean, I think I saw reports of 3 different smaller shops closing down this week or this month in the last couple days, so that's definitely affecting things. Okay, number 72. Let's see if we have a 72. I don't see a 72. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we will draw again in just a few minutes. Okay, 8. Only one order today. Get anything good? HG IBO bar with toast lupus uses mixture for custom really neat kit. Nice. Okay. C1 14 and 15. I14. And then I312. So let's do I312 because that's right over here. Thanks to the B-Day code, no problem. Thank you so much for your order. And what I was looking for is I1. Before I forget, let's get a sticker on here first. Alright, and then I'm going to put on these pieces. Let's do these next. I had all the money I spent in Mecha Warehouse over the last 3 years. I'd buy more stuff from Mecha Warehouse. Well, thank you, Matthew. Do you watch other builders on YouTube and get into gaming builds? Cool sci-fi dioramas of the backstory. I watch gaming builds. He's got good stuff going on. I like watching. What's the other one? Boyle Hobby Time has some good stuff, and Boulder Creek Railroad, Luke Towan. There's some good diorama stuff too. Pretty much watch any of their stuff when it pops up. I'm sure there's a lot of other good ones out there too. Oh, Sammy Modelbow I think is another one. Does some scratch built diorama stuff, not anything sci-fi related at all. Does it do more like castles and like fantasy structures and stuff like that? But another really talented dude. Have you painted any of your kits? I hate that the Core Splendor Fighter, the HG Impulse kits are all white, so I'm painting them the correct colors. Yeah, I do paint some stuff. I want to do more actually. Just haven't had much time lately, but I enjoy painting my kits. Out of curiosity, what was one kit you were excited to build but was super disappointed with after finishing it? I don't know if there's any. Like the only kit that I've ever like had a bad time with, I'd say, is the HG C40 Zaku 2. One of the older HG Zakus. It wasn't that bad, but the articulation and stability of the kit just doesn't match up. But I was probably excited because it was one of my first like 2 or 3 kits. But not excited like, oh, this is a kit I couldn't wait to get when it came out. It was more like I bought it very early in my building career. Telling Simpson stuff was great. Painting the time chamber would be great, right? I feel like Luke Towan's diorama stuff is where I've drawn most of my like diorama base, vignette base kind of skills from. That's the model I follow for how to do that stuff. I kind of want to emulate some of the Boyle does some really cool LED filament stuff that I think would be really cool to try out sometime. Easy 8 MG for me, mostly due to bad note placement and some old design choices. Anyone you know who has done airfields and shown YouTube? Not off the top of my head. I mean, what makes an airfield different from anything else diorama-wise? Is there like a particular piece of that you're challenged by, you're looking for a model of how to do? Because a lot of the stuff you do for an airfield or airport wouldn't be much different than any other like urban type diorama modeling. Where it transitions from the airfield to the dirt, grass beyond. What happened to the audio? Maybe Nightshade. I don't know what makes that transition particularly challenging or interesting. I guess I don't know what you mean exactly. Felt like we're visiting older kits you built in the beginning, like that Zaku, to see if the build would turn out better due to the increase in your skill and experience. I don't think that one would. I think it's literally just, it's an old kit and they didn't design it as well as new kits. What's going on with my audio? I'm trying to refresh the page here. It's like the pretzel.rocks went down. Here we go. Imagine it'd be the same as the side of the road. Yeah, right. Like, I don't see it as being any different than doing paving. Like, Lutone's done some cool paving stuff. I think if I were attempting to build some sort of airfield, airbase, air something, that's probably what I would look to. Google Foo's coming up with too many nightshades that aren't a modeler. Sweatface plus. Yeah, is Google Safe Search on? I don't know. I haven't done that search, so. Okay. D189. Everyone, hope the stream's going well. Can't stick around for very long today. No problem, MZ. We're almost done. Actually, I gotta put up the final draw of the night here. Makers make some kind of airfield carry kits for dioramas. I imagine Night Shift, not Nightshade. Nick, what MG do you think has the best designed hands? Oh, I don't know. Can't say I've really compared them. Okay, what was my question going to be? That could almost be worse to Google. All right, let's do a number from 10 to 90, and let's ask an old school basic question. Do you paint your kits? 10 to 90, do you paint your kits? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and the answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for valid entry. 10 to 90, and do you paint your kits? Likely going to call time relatively quickly on this one because I waited just a little bit too long. It's my Debbie Barting right now. Cool. if you want to learn better to candy coat some, just ask Phil how to candy coat. He's got a really cool Sazabi he candy coated. Won some IPMS shows and stuff with that one. Oh, and Plama LAB's got a really nice candy coated artifact Nightingale. It's like a ton of time in that paint job. I think that's the rule of thumb for really good paint jobs, especially candy coats, because you got all the different layers and stuff that you got to do to make it right. So many layers. Shading with candy coats is fun, I bet. Either one is a challenging thing. But put them together and now you got even more so. 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of gloss black until you can see reflection in it, 2 coats of chrome or gold, 3 or 4 coats of clear. Yeesh. Maybe that's the real reason why I don't want to do a candy coat. I keep telling myself it's because I don't like the look of it that enough. But maybe it's just really subconsciously I realize it'll be a massive amount of work. Painting my MG Strike Freedom to look like the MGDX. Those are expensive. Freaking my sister's Aquacardi up with a gloss finish made of pop, so nice on the shelf. Nice. I don't think this kit has any business like exciting me this much, but it totally is. Yeah, what kit is that? It's the MG Ultron. I'm dying to build this one for a while. Really excited for the Dragon Fang things, because that's the unique thing compared to the regular MG kit, the Shenlong. Series from Endless Waltz, Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, the movie. Don't think of the Ultron, the candy coat. That'd be kind of cool. I punished myself by candy coating half a clear kit. Yeah, I would describe that. That sounds about right. I describe that as punishment. All right, I'm gonna call time here in just a moment. Put again the HG Ultron. I probably should. Is that one up for P Bandai? I haven't been paying that much attention. I think my next candy coat will be the HG Kshatriya or Rosen Zulu. Yep, right now. Is it still available right now? I should go look. Put that on my to-do list. Still up. Okay, well if it's still up tomorrow, I might be grabbing one then. And by one, I mean probably like two, because I feel like I end up grabbing two of anything I get on P Bandai these days. All right. So, 10 to 90. I called time, right? No, I didn't call time yet. I was about to call time. Time is called. Howdy from Orange County Fair today. Just jumping to say hi. Okay, bye. 10 to 90. 46. All right. What's up, George? Off by one. I had 46. So I think we have a few 46s here. Okay, so the first one I see is George. Next one is Rob Sadler. Darth Vader lives. I think it's just the three. Does that check out? The dice decide. A couple of these three perhaps. Get the pistols out. All right, so here's how we do this. Let's do a three-way tie. I'm gonna roll a die, a six-sided die. So, get it up, I'm gonna roll it. If it comes up with a 1 or a 2, it will be George. If it's a 3 or a 4, it will be Rob. And if it is a 5 or a 6, it will be Darth Vader lives. George is definitely here. Rob Sadler and Darth Vader lives. I see Darth Vader lives. Rob Sadler, you around? Just want to confirm before I draw, because if you're not, then you forfeit, and I'll flip a coin instead. Rob Sadler, I'm here. All right. So again, one or 2, it's George. 3 or 4, it's Rob. 5 or 6, it's Darth. Here we go. Roll. And it comes up as a 1. So congratulations, George. The virtual die has been cast perhaps. So congrats, George. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com and we'll send that prize out this week. Congrats. And that, I think, takes us to the end of the stream tonight. So thank you all for hanging out and watching. Hope you guys had a good time tonight. I did. Went by super fast. I feel like I just sat down to start, which is always a good thing. We'll be back in 2 weeks, taking next week off for some family time for my own last-minute summer plans. Doing some stuff with the family next weekend. Don't forget, we got 2 sales going on. Moving 30 for 30% off select items. We're continuously adding a couple of times a week more items to that collection. excuse me, you can also use 30 min 15 for 15% off in stock 30-minute missions and 30-minute sisters. This weekend only ends on Sunday. So take advantage of one or both of those. And yeah, we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Have a great rest of your weekend and a great, I guess, 2 weeks in the meantime. Thanks.